One 10-ounce can Rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies, and usually we'll put in one of those little cans of Ortega chilies, but I don't have any. So anyway, one 10-ounce can of these, a grip of cheese, and by a grip I just mean like however much you want, which is probably going to be like 2 cups-ish. So I ended up measuring the cheese, and it was 2 cups, and I measure because I measure everything and I'm obsessed with it so that I have all the nutritional value information that I need. 1 8-ounce cube of cream cheese, about a half a cup of sour cream. I got green sauce in there, whatever, it's trash, but anyway, half a cup of sour cream. Okay, so at this point, people who eat meat, or people who prefer chicken, can add this couple cans of this chicken breast, which is what my mom does. I have no idea how many cans because I don't use that. Stir it up so it looks like this. Mine's actually a little bit watery, but pretty much like this. It's pretty accurate. But what I've decided to do is make things complicated and grill up some onions and minced garlic with a little bit of cumin, chili powder, ginger, little dash of cayenne pepper, and some dried cilantro, in which I am cooking some shrimp. Obviously deveined and tailed. So then you drain the shrimp completely. Get the shrimp chopped, however you choose to do that. I used a processor thing. Stir the shrimp into the cheese mixture. Spoon generously into a tortilla and then roll it up. Roll it up pretty tightly with the seal facing downward. So then you put them in the pan and you basically have 4 going this way and 1 going that way, and then you cut them into each burrito thing you cut into 4s. And so you should have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, so you should have 20 little pieces. So I have a little bit of extra, and I'm just going to experiment and like just kind of spread it over the top here. So at this point I just spread the extra filling over the top and creamed it around so it looks like that. And now I'm going to spoon and pour this Las Palmas green chile enchilada sauce generously over the top. So at this point you've preheated the oven to 350, and you're gonna bake that mama for about 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, cover with about 3 or 3.5 more cups of that shredded cheese, and then bake still at 350 for about 5 more minutes. After that 5 minutes of baking it with the cheese on it, you just switch it to broil, and you set it for another 5 minutes on broil, and then you let that shit happen. So after 5 minutes in the broiler, at that point it will be brown and crispy and bubbly, and you have to be very careful taking it out so that you don't drip it everywhere or burn yourself. And that's it. So those are my mom's famous chicken enchiladas, and my version is shrimp enchiladas because I'm pescatarian. And then you could even make those with no meat, just the cheese part in it. If you're vegetarian, just put less of the Rotel tomatoes because that makes it watery. But so those are them, and they are amazing, and everybody, you know, shouts about them and wants the recipe and wants leftovers, and they're very successful. And so let me show you something really quickly. Each serving, so remember I cut them into 4s across this way. So there's 4 servings this way and there's 16 servings that way. So each little serving that's about this big is 200 calories and about 8 grams of protein. So, I mean, they're pretty high. This is not like a healthy meal, but it is delicious. And it it's not impossible to have something every once in a while that's maybe not super healthy, but you can still count it in. You can still have just a little bit of it. That's why I cut them into small little pieces so you can control it. And you can have 1 or 2 or whatever, you know, works for you, but just count it and make sure it's balanced, and, you know, have it with, you know, a spinach salad or some mixed vegetables or whatever, and you make sure you eat those first. Get full on those. I have a couple pieces of this, and you're set. Drink a lot of water and enjoy this awesome, bomb, delicious mom's enchiladas.
Wiggy wiggy bop.